Hello, everybody, and welcome to another My Music. Today, I shall be speaking to Jenna, who's coming from. Where are you coming from in the world? Whereabouts are you?
Newport in South Wales.
Newport in South Wales, just up the road and over the bridge from where I am
Yeah.
in in unsunny Somerset. We'll be talking to Jenna about her life in music so far and where she wants to go right after this.
Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop.
Jenna, it's an absolute pleasure
Hello.
to have you here. How are you doing?
Yeah. I'm good, thank you. Not too bad.
Good, good, good,
Yeah.
good. Now, talk to me. Your foray into music, when did that start?
Oh, I suppose did musical theatre as like a teenager. I think most kids do. Um, so that's kind of where I knew I could sing. I think that was my main thing. But it was kind of when I started university was when I started writing songs. Um, and yeah.
Cool. What did you go to do at university? What were you studying?
I I did performing arts, so still creative, still
Lovely.
performing.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the what's the biggest purpose that you have in terms of the songwriting? What is it that you want to tell the world about?
I think for me, I love writing stuff that is beneficial to myself. It can help me, I guess, release a lot of stress and a lot of emotions. But I want my music to speak to people with chronic illnesses, with mental health issues, and I just want my music to be, I guess, a safe space for those people. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of medical trauma in my time. And that's another thing, I kind of want to speak to those people and be like, I could be your safe space.
I love that. I love that. And I think you're doing a great job
Mm.
of it.
Thank you.
Do you find it difficult though when you do? Have you done many interviews, by the way?
I've done a couple. I did one with another podcast. I think that was about it really. I haven't done another anymore.
Okay, cool. What I want to know is, as you go along your career and you make your music, etc. Do you think, as someone that has a chronic illness themselves, yeah, do you think that sometimes people focus in too much on that and not enough on your music? How do you feel about that?
I think it's the opposite way round, if I'm honest. I know when I did another podcast, they didn't want to focus too much on my disability, but obviously that comes up a lot in my music anyway. Um, I think a lot of the time people focus more on the music. I haven't had it the other way around, which is very interesting.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Mm.
Do you think people are
I
scared to
don't
talk about
know.
disability? Do you think they're worried that they're going to say the wrong thing? I mean, I work with one of my clients is blind and
Yeah,
does a lot around talking about awareness for people with visual impairment, etc. And one of the things we
yeah.
talk a lot about is the fact that a lot of people don't are scared to ask. Do you think that a lot of people
Yeah.
are scared to ask when someone's got a disability or
I
a chronic condition?
I feel like people might think it's too invasive, but I mean, in this industry, especially for me, I make it the forefront. Like it's a part of me. It's not something that I want to beat around the bush with. Do you know what I mean? So, um, yeah. So kind of that's what I think.
Yeah, I I think it's odd in a way if people haven't talked to you about it.
Is.
Only because really anybody is the sum of all of their parts. Anybody
Mm.
that's creating art is going to bring themselves into it. And if that's a part of your journey, or it's a part of your identity, or it's a part of, you know, something you're passionate about and you want to speak up about, then you'll want to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would think so,
definitely.
especially given that, you know, that your answer to my first question is you want to talk about it because you want to be a safe space for people, etc. Have you
Exactly.
found that happening? Have you found, as you've put your music out, that people are gravitating towards you?
Definitely a little bit on TikTok. I seem to be doing quite well on TikTok, and I found a nice little community. And you know, I've got a young lady who's very poorly at the moment in hospital in America. So you know, I keep in contact with her, and she's always posting videos with like my song in the background and stuff. And so I'm glad I could be that person for even just one person.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I guess there's an element always where for anybody, they want to be taken seriously for their art as well. And that's the
Yeah,
important thing. But you can sing, right? And you can write. This is the thing, right? If regardless of what condition you have, what is it that you do have, Jenna?
I have rheumatoid arthritis, which I've had since I was 3.
Wow. So, and you've been in and out of hospital all of your life?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. But regardless of that, that doesn't define you, and that also doesn't define how good you are as a artist. And I think it's important
No.
that people recognize how good an artist you are, regardless of that. But because of that, I think that you're very special as well. So I feel that it's
Thank
a
you.
combination of the two things. There you go.
Thank you.
What's the big ambition for you, Jenna?
I don't know. I wanna play out shows. You know, I've done a few small shows, and it's very hard at the moment to get like an audience together because they seem to want to be around online, but in person it's harder. Um, I want to write an album. I'm hoping that's going to happen in the next 2 years. So watch this space.
Cool. What do you need to happen for that to happen? Is it funding?
Honest,
Do you need financial support from people, etc.? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the
And
main thing.
yeah. And have you got a mechanism for that? Are people helping you with that? To you know, maybe
Um,
like
I'm doing a lot.
crowdfund, or
I'm doing a lot of applications for funding at the moment. I have tried crowdfunding, but honestly, it didn't go anywhere. So I'm not quite sure if I would try it again or not because I just don't know. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's so hard to drum it up on social media.
yeah. I think the advice around any kind of crowdfunding is the first thing you've got to do is you've got to build the community first. Build your
Yeah,
community, then do the funding. That's the thing. Where are you up to on
yeah.
TikTok, figure wise? What are you up
Um,
to?
I'm I'm on 4,500 followers, so
Well done. Could we get that to 450,000 followers, do you think? I think that would be great, wouldn't it?
that would be brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, anyone watching this today, if you're also on the tiki-toki, as I like to call it, because I'm old.
TikTok.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I mean, wouldn't it be better if they changed the name to that, the tiki-toki? If you're on the
I
tiki-toki,
know.
then do go and find Jenna. What are you on there under? Jenna Kearns, or you got
Jenna 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 Kearns music.
Jenna Kearns music? Go and look up Jenna Kearns
Yeah.
music on the tiki-toki. Give Jenna a follow. And yes, go on.
Make sure it's the one with 4,500 followers because there is somebody that's popped up that's got, I don't even know, not many, and it's a copy of me basically.
No.
Yeah,
If that's you, stop it.
yeah, go away. Get
Go
away.
away. Go away. How dare you?
Uh,
Oh. in terms of you make great pop music, and you've got a great voice. You can carry a ballad, and you can carry a pop tune. In terms of your influences, who would they be?
I would probably say Adele, Lauren Spencer Smith, kind of Macy Peters, Birdie,
Oh,
those kinds of.
that's quite a range. You know, you're
Yeah,
going, you know, with people like Macy Peters, etc. Now Macy, right, famously sort of on the Ed Sheeran record label and worked with Ed Sheeran, etc.
yeah.
Is Ed Sheeran someone you'd like to work with? I mean, if Ed Sheeran, like, you know, said, "Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't not like to work with him.
ah, well,
I'm
do you
not
know
like
what?
I'm not like a die-hard fan or anything, but like, yeah,
But look, but Ed's recently come out as saying that he wants to. He's like he's gone up. He's done the up bit, right, and now he wants to work
yeah,
sideways and in all of the corners. That's what he said. Whatever that means. I think what he means is he wants to keep challenging himself, and he's not worried whether he goes into areas which aren't necessarily commercial. So, you know, perhaps you should put in the call to Ed. Ed, if you're listening, you know, let's do a song with Jenna. That would be great, wouldn't it? Right?
yeah. That'd be so
Yeah,
fun.
that would be. If if you could work with one of those people, what sort of advice would you be looking for in terms of your own songwriting? What's an area where you think, oh, actually, I could learn this? Would it be something to do with production? Would it be like, you know, how would you want to improve?
I guess probably, honestly, just get kind of tips and advice from them about how they work and how they get like the best sort of melodies or the best lyrics, and I don't know, just tips and advice really, because
Yeah,
yeah, it's such a big industry to be in. Like,
yeah.
there's so much.
But it's a great industry to be in at the same time. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, music
absolutely.
is for you, is music therapy as much as anything else?
Yeah, it definitely is. I've got I've got a song that I've written that I'm hoping to put out next year, and it's sort of the similar lines, melody, like kind of vibes, like slow song, but it's very different. It's like something I've never spoken about before. So yeah, it's definitely therapy, because there's a lot of things that are cooked up in this brain, and I'm like, that's what I do. I just write.
Yeah. What what difficulties would you have in terms of like doing live performances or you know, performing in front of a crowd on a regular basis? Is that kind of physically very difficult for you, or what would need to be put in place for that to happen?
It is hard. I think the biggest thing for me is accessibility. There's
Hmm.
very, very, very limited venues that I can actually perform at. I've done the Moon in Cardiff. I really, really want to do Club E4 in Cardiff as well, but that is such an expensive venue. Um, and obviously, their stage is accessible because they do have a ramp for it. But I think it's hard when you've got the barrier of the access, but you've also got the barrier of paying for it as well. Um, so just I feel like it adds an extra layer of it on top.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, lots of venues aren't accessible because of their age or whatever, or just because they
no,
haven't.
no, the stages are not accessible.
Right. And they just haven't taken that into consideration. Or maybe even getting there isn't
Yeah,
very accessible as well. Yeah. That's something that you need to talk about. Are you in touch with I certainly am, and I'll put you in touch with some afterwards, but are you in touch with anybody that's sort of working in the accessibility and inclusion space that are kind of
not
campaigning for
really.
that to happen? Well, we need to make that happen then, don't we? You know,
Yeah,
let's get you in touch with those people and see if we can literally, if excuse the pun, but ramp it up, you know, and see if we
yeah,
can like.
we need to.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like music's beginning to wake up to that. I think like we're beginning to see more accessibility brought into some of the like big stadiums and stuff like that now. I think like we're beginning to see, you know, people doing BSL and whatever at stadiums, and you know, people actually showcasing that on social media. But there's a long way to go, an awful
Yeah,
long way to
there
go.
is.
So yeah, venues, you know, look, and I just want to speak to venues very quickly here, Jen. Venues, you're missing the point as well, right? If you want to talk about people coming in through the door, right, you're missing out on what is known as a big part of the audience. If you stop somebody with a disability coming to your gig, you potentially stop all of their friends coming as well. Just saying. That's the whole point. That's the point of accessibility. Make it happen. Change it. Sorry. Rampage. You got to get on top of these things, Jenna. You really got to get on
Yeah.
top of these things. What's been the nicest surprise for you so far on your journey? What's the kindest thing someone said to you, or what's the most biggest surprise, you know, when you've looked at like Spotify or things like that? Oh, it's like, oh, someone's listening in Germany or something like that. What's kind of been a surprise for you?
I remember when I released Cards Have Been Dealt. I honestly don't understand what happened. But I was going on Twitter at the time, and people were saying, "Oh, like I want new music to listen to," blah blah blah. So I was just replying with my link and saying, "Hey, have a listen." And I am not joking. Out of nowhere, it had like hundreds of people listening, and I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Where are all these people coming from?" And I was so confused. But it was obviously just because I shared it around, you know. So that was pretty cool. And then I would probably say as well, I had a song on TV in 2019, and that was a pretty cool experience as well.
Wow.
It was on Dance Mums, a US program. Yeah.
Dance Mums. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Dance Mums. Oh, right.
Yeah. And I still have a very good relationship with Abby as well, who is the teacher. You know, she paid me last year, and basically I just give her access to whatever music I've got coming out now. So we've got a really good relationship. And she teaches with my music all over the world at the moment. So
Cool. If there was one TV program you'd love to hear one of your songs on, what would it be?
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big
I've
fan.
been very vocal about that. I'm tagging the music supervisor on Instagram all the time, and he keeps seeing my
Oh,
stuff, and I'm like, come on.
really? And it's just not
Yeah,
happened yet. Right.
not yet.
I've got to write this down. Grey's Anatomy. Right.
I'll message you after the name of the guy, and you can help me.
Right, great. This is what's going to happen. So afterwards, you're going to, and we'll tag him, and we'll make sure everybody that watches this, you tag as well. Tag
Yeah.
along, and we'll play the tag along game, right? And we'll
Yeah.
see if we can grab their attention. Right.
Let's do it.
Actually, I think what we should do, I sometimes do this on here. We'll do a little clip now. All right. So Jenna, I just want you to look at the camera. I just want you to say, from whatever the name is, from Grey's Anatomy, please put one of my songs on Grey's Anatomy next season. Right, there you go. You do it after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Justin Camps from Grey's Anatomy. Please use one of my songs on next season.
Brilliant. That's a clip. We're going to make that into a clip. That's going to go out. Everyone's going to tag in. Please listen. Oh, I love all of that when that happens. You see, it can. The thing is, it can happen, and it can change people's lives overnight.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, these days, and I think you've been quite realistic about it as well. These days, actually, getting a sync is one of the best things that can happen, isn't it, for an artist?
Yeah.
You know, because let's face it, the swamp that is things like Spotify lists of songs, so big. You know, getting found in that swamp is very, very difficult. So You know, if suddenly you appear on TV, it's like I've had several artists that have come on and they're, oh, I'm on the end of Love Island or whatever. Boom! Suddenly everybody goes, oh, what's that tune? You know,
Yeah.
not that I've ever watched Love Island. Don't even
No,
know
no, me.
what even is that.
Oh,
God,
it's just not my thing. It's not my
yeah.
thing.
But Mum's Dancing sounds good, or whatever that is. I think
Mm.
we should have Dads Don't Dance. That's a great TV program. I'd appear in that because I cannot dance. I've got 2 complete left feet. That's why I always used to DJ at clubs, Jenna, so that I didn't actually have to get out on the dance floor. Do you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. What are we expecting next from you? So what's the next release? Is it this song that you were talking about, or is it something else?
No, so I don't know if you know, so I've released Cards Been Dealt, Hear Me, almost a year. I wasn't ready. There is one final song coming with that little project.
Love it.
It was supposed to be this year, but the finances don't really for it at the moment, so it's probably going to be pushed back to next year now. But and then I've got 2 songs after that, and then from there, don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens. Hopefully, an album the following year. So yeah.
Jenna, how much money do you need for you to be able to throw that song out?
About £800.
Right, guys. If you feel like it, just put a little tip in Jenna's coffers. Do you know what I mean? And you know, let's get that song out. Maybe for Christmas. You know,
Oof,
it's
think about it.
beginning to
Maybe
look a lot
January.
like Christmas. I mean, who knows? Or for January. But yeah, do help Jenna out. And yeah, if you can, or if you love her music and you didn't realise that she does need a helping hand with getting it out there, then do get in touch with her. You know,
Yeah.
never know. Someone rich might be watching this and might just go, oh, Jenna, I'm here to
I
help.
know. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
And he takes one. And he takes one.
It
Yeah.
does.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. You do a
Thank
great
you.
job. I love what you're doing. You have a fantastic voice. Keep at it. Don't stop. Do you get enough? And you know, we'll see you when the album comes out. When the album comes out, come back and let's do a little review of the album.
Yeah, that'll be
Can we do that?
nice.
Let's do that. I
Yes,
think
let's do
that'd
it.
be lovely. Folks, this is the wonderfully talented Jenna Kearns. I hope you've enjoyed listening to her today. If you have, then please do go and support her now. Please do join in the campaign to get her on Grey's Anatomy. That would be tremendous. I can just imagine I can imagine what Jenna's face would be like if she found that out. That would
I'd
be
be on the
amazing.
floor. I wouldn't be able to move.
She'd be on the floor, which would be, you know, quick. Pull Jenna up. She's on the floor. It must be that Grey's Anatomy thing. We will see you again soon, Jenna. Thanks for coming on today. And we will see you again soon with more of this, you people out there. If you're listening, you didn't see any of what I just did. We will be back soon with more of my music. But until then, from Jenna and myself, bye for now.